Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you the secret to picking winning print-on-demand products that can make over $10,000 a month like this one. And here is another example of a winning print-on-demand t-shirt that we've highlighted on this channel before. This design made well over $10,000 every month. And this pillow made over $10,000 every month. And when transplanted onto these shoes, this design also made over $10,000 every month. This is going to be an information-packed step-by-step tutorial. 1. The secret behind print-on-demand products that make over $10,000 every month. Why is it that this t-shirt was so successful and a 5-figure-a-month product, yet most people who try print-on-demand t-shirts fail at it? I'm going to explain what makes that shirt and this shirt here different from the ones that most people try to sell, which will also explain why most people fail at this business. 2. How to find and copy winning designs. I am then going to switch back to my computer and show you step by step how you can find your own potential winning designs. And as you're going to discover, you don't need to go out there and hire a designer to make them for you. There are plenty of great designs that are already out there that you can just copy and use for yourself. And as part of this, I'm going to be showing you something crucial. I'm going to be showing you how you can use Facebook to check whether a design is worth testing or not. 3. How to add print-on-demand products to your Shopify store using Printful. And as you're going to see, it's actually really simple. So let's jump straight into it. 1. The secret behind winning products. Unfortunately, when most people attempt to create print-on-demand products, they choose the wrong design from the very start, which dooms their product to fail. Now, there are 2 tried and tested methods of creating winning products. The first is to target trends. Personally, I'm not a very big fan of this because it feels like you're always on a treadmill chasing after the next big thing. The other way is to target super hot, passionate, underserved niches that don't have many products already. And the easiest way to do that is to create your own super hot, passionate niche. And how do you do that? Well, you cross 2 super hot, passionate niches together. This shirt does exactly that. It crosses pug dogs with coffee. And that's exactly what this shirt does as well. It crosses gothic fashion with candy skull themes. See, let me show you something. I went to Facebook and I took a look at the pug print-on-demand shirts that people were trying to sell. Unfortunately, most of them were only about one thing: pugs. And inevitably, unless these shirts have some clever twist to them, they usually fail. And the creators of them are often really confused. They're like, oh, but people love their pugs. I picked a super passionate niche. What went wrong? Well, frankly, it failed because that's just not enough. It's extremely lazy. When a pug owner that loves their dog sees this, they'll think, haha, that's true. I love my dog, and have a mild to moderate emotional reaction. But when a pug owner who also loves coffee sees this t-shirt, they'll go, oh, pug snuggles and coffee are the 2 things that I love most in the mornings. I've never seen a shirt like this before. Take my money. This isn't just a mild to moderate reaction. This is a strong emotional reaction. And emotions are the key to getting people to buy from you. With print-on-demand products, you want the product to feel like it's speaking to them, that it is embodying them in a unique way that they have never seen before. And this is how you get them to take out their credit card. 2. How you can find your own winning designs. So how can you find these cross-niche passion designs? Well, I'm going to switch back to my computer and show you step by step how I found my one. So as you can see, I'm here on Shutterstock. This is an amazing place to find artwork for print-on-demand products. I really like that you can just immediately buy whatever you want and start testing the designs immediately today without having to wait for a designer to make it for you. And since we're looking for underserved, cross-passionate niches, we don't have to worry about using an oversaturated piece of art. So start off by looking exclusively for illustrations, as these usually look the best when printed onto products. And once you've set that, come and type in just one passionate niche. For me, I typed in pug dog. And then just do a search for that. I find it's pretty easy to brainstorm and come up with one niche that people are super passionate about, but being able to think up 2 niches that cross well together is a bit of a challenge. So what I prefer to do is look up just one passion niche and scroll through the art that people have already made and to use that as my inspiration. So I scrolled down and I looked for artwork that crossed pugs with another passionate niche. I saw this one, which is a cross of 2 niches, pugs and unicorns, both of which have very passionate fans. So something like this is way more likely to be successful when correctly targeted on Facebook than these two other designs next to it. Something I also do want to highlight really quickly is this pattern. Just a quick tip, these patterns are amazing and convert super well for print-on-demand pillows. So if you're looking to sell pillows, focus your attention on cool prints. So that was one cross niche, but what I really wanted to find was a cross niche that I knew a lot about. I find most people, and myself included, find it easier to sell items and things that they like or are passionate about. And for many reasons, honestly, I'm not passionate about unicorns. So I kept scrolling down. And of course, I found this design, and so I was like, all of our Wholesale Ched subscribers know my obsession with coffee. But this design is terrible for print on demand, so I opened up this listing to check for other designs that this artist had made, and of course I found this design. I really like this design because it can be printed onto lots of different colors, and the text is large enough and clear enough to read, and this is especially worth testing on mugs and coffee accessories. Or is it? I thought that these two cross niches had potential, but thinking it might just isn't enough, we need to check that there really is demand. So to do that, come to Facebook and set up a new ad. It doesn't really matter what type of ad you create. We just want to check the fan base with the targeting tool. So make sure that you have the United States targeted, and if it's relevant for your cross niche, select the gender, and then just come down to targeting. Now what we want to do is we want to see if we can cross our two niches together and find an audience of between 100,000 to 500,000 people, because that size is small enough to indicate that it's highly targeted towards people's passions and interests, but it's big enough to have plenty of buyers, which of course is what we want. So start out by typing in the primary niche of your cross niches. For me, that's obviously pug. Now I had several options to choose from here. Pug lovers, I love my pug. This one is a bit too small. 270,000 is quite narrow, and the audience is only going to get smaller when we narrow it with coffee. So I went and selected pug lovers, especially as this is, more specific to the people that identify with, well, loving pugs. And then I went and clicked narrow audience and selected coffee from the interest lists. And boom, we have a reach of 110,000 people, which is what we want. 3, how to add products to your store. So you've found some great cross-passion niche designs and you want to add them to your store. Well, we're going to do that right now, and we're going to be using the free Shopify app, Printful. Before I switch over, I just want to give you guys a quick tip. Before you go and purchase a design, I recommend downloading a free preview image and testing that on a product first to see if it looks good. That's what I'm going to be doing in this tutorial. And also keep watching, because I'm going to show you something pretty cool. You see, once I made the proper t-shirt in this example store following these instructions, I went ahead and of course ordered a sample for myself. Did you see how my store logo, Brewed Treats, was on the package? This adds an additional layer of professionalism, and it also further enhances your brand. And I'm going to show you how you can do this as well. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add it to a t-shirt, since they are the most popular products to add to a print-on-demand store. But to be honest with you, I'd probably be more excited to test this design on coffee products. But anyway, let's switch over. Okay. So come to Printful in the Shopify App Store and click Get, and just let that page load. It might take a few seconds, just be patient. Okay, so once it loads, click the Install App button. Once you've done that, you'll need to create an account. I've already made one, so I'm just going to click Continue. And then you need to let it load. It's going to take a few seconds. It might even take a minute depending on your connection, so don't rush it, just be patient. And finally, it'll be done, and then you just need to click the Add Product button. Printful has tons of products. It has shirts, mugs, phone cases, tote bags. I'm just going to show you how to add a t-shirt for this tutorial though. So just come and click Choose File, and then come and click Upload, and select the image. Again, before you buy a design, test it using a free sample image like I'm actually doing here, because you don't want to go and buy a design only to find that it looks terrible when printed onto a shirt. So once it loads and you've added it, you can expand the image out to see how it looks. At this stage, if you like it, then you can go ahead and purchase the large file for it. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to continue now by clicking on the Proceed to Mockups button and double check that all elements of this design, especially text, are visible and not too small. And then click the Proceed to Description button. And of course, on this page, you can update the text that'll appear on your product listing for it. You can change the title if you want. You can change the description, whatever you like. When you're done, click on the Proceed to Pricing button. So on this page, you can change prices in two ways. Firstly, you can set individual prices for each shirt, or if you are too lazy, you can just add whatever profit margin you want on top of it, like say 50% profit for each sale. Then come to Product Collections and select the right one. And then just click Submit to Store. And that's it. You've successfully added your first print-on-demand item. Well, almost. You've got to be a bit patient and let Printful finish loading it into your store. But of course, once it's finally imported, you can then open up the listing and see what it looks like in your new store. So now we've added products to our store, but we need to make sure that we are set up so that if a customer comes in and buys a product, that we are able to pay Printful for the order. So let me switch over to my computer and show you how to do this. So come back to the Printful dashboard and click the Billing button. There are different types of payment methods you can use. You can use credit card or PayPal. Just click that Add Payment Method button and then select the Save Payment Method button. Printful will take a few moments to create a secure connection. You just got to be patient. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blur this part of the video since I obviously don't want to give you guys my credit card details. But of course, you just have to type in your credit card details here and you need to give your billing address. And once you've done that, scroll down and click the Save Payment Method button and then just be a little bit more patient and let Printful load. And when it has, that's it. All right, and of course, as I promised you guys, I'm going to quickly show you how you can add your store logo to the shipping labels. This adds an additional layer of professionalism and of course it strengthens your brand, which increases the chances that you're going to get repeat buyers. So it's actually really simple. In the settings page inside the Printful app, just select Packing Slip from the menu and then click Select Image to upload, find your store logo image file and open it. And of course, once again, just be patient, a little bit more loading. And once it's done, just click Save and boom, you are done. But remember, if you want to have happy repeat customers, it is crucial that you give them an awesome product. And here are some tips to do that. 1. Upload an HD image so that your customers will love their shirt. If you upload a low quality image, then it's going to look pixelated on your product and your customers are not going to be happy. So to make sure that this doesn't happen to you, upload your images in 300 dpi. DPI stands for dots per inch, and so a 300 DPI image has 300 dots per inch. You don't need anything higher than 300 DPI. The minimum it should be is 150 DPI. Anything less will come out pixelated. Luckily, Printful will tell you if your image is lower in quality. The best types of files to upload are PNG or PSD. If you upload anything else like a JPEG, then you risk your image becoming messed up during the conversion process. A lot of great images on Shutterstock are going to be in vector form because this is generally the standard for a lot of illustrations. So be sure to convert it into PNG. And keep in mind that for shirts, the maximum image size is going to be 12 inches by 16 inches when printed onto the shirt. So ensure that your image is big enough. 2. Avoid images that have backgrounds. So do you remember earlier when I was browsing through the pug images on Shutterstock? I found this picture. It sparked the idea that pugs and coffee could work well together in a design, but that was it. I did not want to use this picture. Well, the reason for that is it's on a brown background, and even if you managed to match the shirt color with that same brown, it would still be a big no-no. Because of the printing process, you're going to end up with a line around the image on the shirt. Not only will it look terrible, but there's a chance that Printful will actually reject the order and put it on hold. 3. Remember that you can print onto more than just shirts. As I said earlier in this video, with this design, I'd be more excited to test it on coffee products instead, which of course makes a lot of sense. But did you know that you can print onto all sorts of different products? Wine glasses, blankets, clocks, pillows, even shower curtains. 4. Avoid getting sued by using the right image license. Don't forget, when you are using print on demand to print an image onto something and then go on and resell it, you can't use the standard license. You need to purchase the enhanced license. So as always, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe. And if you would like even more training when it comes to print on demand, then I recommend that you check out the free training that my friend Michael is running. He is one of the best in the world when it comes to this business. It was of course him that created this shirt that made over $10,000 each month. His gothic fashion candy skull store made over $1 million in total in the past year, so he has had enormous success in finding lots of winning designs and products. I will link to that training in the video description below. And if you are interested in even more free training about selling online, then you should be sure to download our free ebook, which teaches you the 6 steps that 6-figure dropshipping stores followed to make over $10,000 every month. To get that for yourself, simply click on the link in the video description below.